Hi guys. Today I'm gonna be talking. Welcome to my podcast. Today this podcast is gonna be focusing on talking about movies and plot of the movies and stuff like that. And today I wanted to talk about a movie that I really like. It's called Prisoners. So this movie is about um maybe like 8 years ago. It's like 8 years old. It came out like in 2014, 2013, something like that. And um, the thing about this movie is that I think is a really it's not a messed up movie, but it really teaches you things about life, because this movie could take it handles problems of real life, or things that could happen in real lives, and puts them into a movie. So this movie is called Prisoners, as I said, and it's one of my personal favorite movies, and it made me like change my perspective about cinema. After watching this movie, I actually wanted to watch more movies that were a lot more professional and focus more on drama and focus on like things that could happen in real life and actual like good movies. You know what I'm talking about? Like actual good movies. This movie takes place in a town where not a lot of people live. It's in in the middle of the forest, and it focuses on our main character, which has a daughter and has two kids, and one of them is a little daughter, and then he has a son, and he's with his wife. It's Thanksgiving, and they go to have dinner with one of the families that is the father's friend. The main character is the father. So they go to have a dinner, and the little girl from the other family has a little girl too. So the two little girls play together, and they go out while the family's having dinner, and they find an RV, and in the RV they don't disappear in the RV. At least we don't know that. Pero what happens is that the father notices that his daughter is not there, and the father from his friend also realizes that his daughter is not there, and they go out looking for them, and they can't find them. And the last thing that they know is that they saw them near the RV, so they start or that there was an RV near. So what they do is that they call the police, and they tell them that that they saw their daughters close to an RV, and the police starts looking around the town for RVs, and they find this guy who looks pretty suspicious, because he's like I don't know if he has some type of mental problem, but that made him a suspect, because he was out at night. He looked like he was drugged, and they take him and tell him that he's one of the suspects. So the father doesn't. The police can't get any information out of him. So the father goes personally when he's getting out of the police station, and punches him in the face and starts telling him, "Oh no, where's my daughter? Where's my friend's daughter?" And the guy tells him, in a really low voice, "You're never gonna find them." And or no, the last thing that they did was laugh or something like that, and the father smacked him again, and all the police start getting people, they start separating them, and the father starts screaming, "Say that again, tell me more about it." And the guy acts like if he didn't say anything. So the movie progresses. The father hires a detective to inspect the case, and to make this more fast forward, not spoil a lot about the movie, they start finding the movie is basically about looking for the girls. So it's a lot of drama. It's a really high quality drama with thriller, kind of like a horror vibe to it, and it's a mysterious vibe, because you want to know what happens to the girls, and what's happening or to them, and the type of clues that they gave you. With the title too, they give you a clue of what the movie can be about, because what happens is that they had the daughters were not dead. They were because they thought they were dead. They were prisoners to this guy who he had them in a type of a basement outside, of his house. And what happens is that the dad, when he goes actually finds out who it is, and he goes to see the daughters, like to find them. The guy shots him in the leg, and he puts him in the basement, and puts like a car, because the door to the basement is outside, and he puts a car over the door. So when the detective gets there and they arrest the guy and everything, they're trying to find them, and they can't find them. They can only hear like the guy kind of like screaming or sobbing. So I think that the relationship between the title and the movie is like that the father was like a prisoner, and the girls were prisoners to the actual serial killer, and they were like prisoners to that basement where they put them in. And it was basically all the movie, like the entire movie, looking for the prisoner, or which was the person that was trapped in the basement. So I really recommend this movie to everyone, because even if you, I feel like it's a movie that everyone can enjoy, and even if you don't enjoy it as much, you can at least be entertained, because it's a real life like it could be a real life situation, and it's a really realistic movie. The actors also portrayed their character really good, because like they put a lot of emotion into the character, so it makes it seem a lot more realistic. Like the father cries a lot and screams a lot, like a normal father would do if their daughter, his daughter was missing. Also, the detective also puts a lot of effort into his character, and the guy who kidnaps the girls, obviously he's not mental in real life, but he puts a lot of effort into his character, so it looks like if the character actually had some type of mental issue. So that's basically it. I would rate this movie like a 9 out of 10. I really like this movie, and I really recommend it to anyone. If you have the time to watch it, because the movie's like 2 hours and a half. That's how you know that it's a really good movie, because it has time to improve its characters and to put a lot into the story. So I would recommend this to everyone, as I said. If you have time to watch the movie, definitely give it a try. And thank you for listening to this podcast.